Today is Wednesday, May the 31st, 2017. The time being 2:12 p.m. or Central Time, Charleston, Missouri time. Here in my front yard today, and today what I'm coming to bring to all of my viewers, which my YouTube video alone tell me is over 71,000 of y'all worldwide. I want to say that Monday on Memorial Day, I saluted and honored all the veterans, no matter what their nationality was, no matter what their political beliefs was, whether they was alive or passed away. As long as they was in the United States Armed Forces to serve for all human beings. Today, I want to honor, and it's going to surprise some, but it won't be a surprise to others. I want to honor all the law enforcement officials worldwide who lost their lives. I salute you. Who's still out here putting your lives on the line in this dangerous world that we now live in, no matter what your nationality is, as long as you are upholding the Constitution of the United States or in any country or continent that you're in. You see, I want some of y'all that don't know the Constitution well, I want you to look up a case called Dolly Mapp versus the states of Ohio. In 1961, she had to go all the way to the highest court, Supreme Court, to get justice because the lower courts failed her. But let me tell you what the Supreme Court justices, one of them said in their ruling. They said, there's no war between the Constitution and common sense. Nothing can destroy a government more quickly than its failure. All right, now, its failure to observe his own laws. Now, listen what he's saying. There's no war between the Constitution and common sense. In other words, any law enforcement official, judge, police officer, sheriff, or anybody that take an oath to uphold the law, it's no war against that because it's common sense. When I became an EMT on the ambulance, it was obvious if it was a call with somebody that has shortness of breath and chest pain, 9 out of 10 times, it's a possible heart attack in progress. But let me go on. I want to just say, I honor the police here in Charleston, Missouri, those who is upholding the law. All of them not. I got a chance to speak with 4 of them individually, and all of them is white. And I salute them because you know why? When I make a report, they uphold the law, but their superiors don't. Their superiors feel that I don't have a right, but I have a right. All you got to do, I'm asking the United States Department of Justice, Civil Rights Division, Special Litigations, and all the other criminal divisions to look up every case that I was given here in Charleston, Missouri by any Charleston, Missouri Police Department officials that wrote any type of reports on me. Look and tell me why when my 5-year-old daughter on February the 1st, 2012, who was 5 years old at the time, 60 pounds, was neglected by the Charleston R1 school district, Hearn Elementary School, with a bus driver on the bus along with her. He picked up by a backpack. He takes out a knife on the bus and cut the back of her back scrap off, frightened her. That was 5 years ago. She's still seeing a psychologist for some of the things that him and others done. What I want you to do is look and tell me why Brenda Bedford, a police officer for the Charleston, Missouri Police Department, and the resource officer for the Charleston R1 School District, tell me why she didn't talk to the bus driver that committed this crime who endangered my child. She told me I couldn't file a police report. Tell her to show you the report down there in the Charleston, Missouri Police Department. You ain't gonna find them. You know why? Because the bus driver was white and my daughter happened to be black, Dominican, and Puerto Rican. I had a right to file one, but she didn't file none. She didn't even question the bus driver. I have all the documentations to show that. But see, not only that, why on April the 9th, 2016, right down this street, before you get to that gold car, here was an individual that worked for an organization that's raping the black community here. He's a program director for children's in the middle of the streets with children's in the streets, telling the children's that I rape children's and telling them to run, something that ain't true. Why, when I videoed him to document it, to show that he was out here putting false information, putting me and my household, my two young daughters, in harm's way, why was I arrested for harassment on that? I'm gonna tell you why. Because the police officer, Zach Albright, who's no longer on the Charleston Police Department, he was forced, pressured into writing a false report on me. Darren Kane, the state's attorney, and his staff took a part in going to a judge and getting a warrant out for my arrest. I was tried by an unjust judge. I had a lawyer out of Cape Girardeau, Missouri. I recommend nobody to use him. Malcolm Montgomery had his son. I hired Malcolm Montgomery, but he had his son, Sam, to come. I gave him 4 witnesses. One was a police to prove my innocence. Sam didn't talk to nan one of them witnesses. He didn't call nan one of them witnesses to court. I told Sam, the state's attorney's witness that called themselves the victim was convicted in 1998 of voter fraud by the FBI. He pled guilty. He can't vote anymore. Sam didn't bring that up, nor did the state's attorney bring it up. That's violating my constitutional right because they didn't bring up the fact that he was convicted before, but they brought up something that I was convicted for 40 years ago. Check how that trial went. Check every case that they put on me in this town. This town is corrupted. This town is racist. But it's not all the white police. There's no black. There's one black on here. He's corrupted. He done threatened individuals that's associated with me. I have documented proof. Talk to me. I'm not scared to talk up. They send people here. Don't put him. Coming on my property, threatening me. You see these signs? No trespassing. No trespassing. Here's another sign back here. No trespassing. But several times, individuals came and threatened me now. Here it is. I'm on 2 years supervised probation until next year in August because I videoed an individual for telling children that I raped children. But the one individual that threatened me out there, said he was gonna shoot me, he got 6 months probation. The other one, they refused, the state's attorney, Darren Kane office, and the sheriff department refused to bring me my subpoena to go to court. I know he go to court June the 7th. They said that it was a failed attempt. Every police officer, every law enforcement, everybody in this city know where I live. But let me show you something else. I want to show you. I asked my neighbor several times, can she keep the children out of our yard? Look what her children did. These are grave sites for my children's cats. This is what her children did. Took the flowers, tearing them off. This ain't the first time they came in here. You see, they took some of the flowers over to her yard. But when I bring it to her attention, I get cussed out. What did I do wrong? All I'm trying to do is have you all to stay off my property. It ain't my job to babysit nobody's children but my own. It's sad that my children them have to see their cats' graves destroyed. It's bad enough some ignorant people hit the cats out here in the streets in front of our yard. In front of our house. But my thing today is to tell y'all, don't blame all police for what some of these police is doing, because there's some in Charleston, Missouri that's standing on the law. If we keep on complaining, the Justice Department will get the top. And maybe the ones that's doing their job, they can become the sheriff or the police chief. I leave you as I came. Peace, be still.